Hey everyone, welcome to episode 1 of Tarot Fessions, Divine Masculine versus Divine Feminine Energies, where we dive deeper into conversation between both energies and reach an overall conclusion. As a medium during this reading, I will be holding space for love and healing for the greatest good of all and no harm to none, allowing spirit to directly channel through me for our highest and greatest good. All right. All of my channel messages are timeless. So whenever spirit guides you to these messages, that's when you're meant to receive it. All right. Guidance from spirit for both the divine masculine and the divine feminine in closing is fluid. Okay. Receive what resonates and leave the rest, you guys. We're going to start off this reading with divine masculine on our left, divine feminine on our right. And know that you're welcome to swap it and reverse it according to your energy and where you feel like you resonate. But overall, divine masculine, we're going to start with you in today's conversation. We're going to be getting some truths, your feelings, your energy. So divine masculine, and connecting with your energy prior to beginning this reading. I feel like you're someone divine masculine. Your energy is really showing up here as someone with a lot of dreams. Okay. A lot of dreams, a lot of ambitions. There seems to be a lot of choices that you're currently making. When it comes to the realm of love, this is an aspect of your love relationship, your accomplishments, your opportunities. The choices that you make means a lot to you. What you will and will not accept, what you will and will not do. You have a very direct narrative, the energy that I'm picking up for divine masculine. There's an element of a lot of dreaming or fantasizing about where you want to be in life. So you are a visionary. I'm picking up divine masculine in this reading or this conversation as someone that is a visionary. You have a lot of imagination. Without vision, right? You wouldn't be able to put it anywhere. So all these visions that you're having, all of your dreams and aspirations, wishes that you want to see come into fruition, right? That makes you happy. That's an element that's necessary for you. I'm also picking up this energy where love might be a distraction for you when it comes to romance. There is a energy that I sense here where it's like in order to find love or in order to have love as a divine masculine, it feels like you need to be able to afford certain things, right? You need to be able to give money. You need to be able to take care of your family or your community, or you have a lot of responsibilities or people that depend on you. You could be in a managerial position, or you are a CEO or some type of entrepreneur. I am picking up that energy very strongly. All right. I'm also seeing you as an overall the way that you love is being able to provide. Okay, so strong provider energy. Excuse me, being able to prosper not just for yourself, but I feel like you want to be able to make the right decisions with the right person. You want to be able to see your relationship grow and thrive, and be able to give back to your partner or give back in general. This is like a lot to do with the tangible things, right? So this is a big accomplishment for you. So I almost want to say that your relationship with tangible things is very real. Okay, despite what the rest of the world might feel, your relationship to being able to physically manifest the house, the car, the resources, the investments, right? The businesses, the long-term legacy. Your perspective is far more meaningful in the realm of what you're willing to do for the people that you love, what you're willing to do to be able to experience more joy and feel fulfilled. Like you reward yourself based off of this ability to be able to provide, this ability to be able to gift people things. And there is a reward system that I am picking up from you, Divine Masculine. It's almost like I know that if I am able to provide and maintain a level of generosity, that I'm going to get an automatic response. This is just a natural communication that you have created with your universe, right? That if I am able to control the money, if I'm able to control the flow of things, right? What's coming in and what's coming out financially by natural order, right? By universal order, you cannot be denied the cookie, right? You cannot be denied the sex. You cannot be denied the love. You cannot be denied your play hard. Okay. This is like, you will work hard so you can play even harder. You have no problem at all doing that. So I do feel like this is a driving force of what you will and will not accept when it comes to love, and how you will not allow love and relationships to distort your reality that you have created around who you will and will not give to, who you will assist, who you will support, who you will hire, who you will fire. And it's the level of control. Okay. So I am picking up your energy, Divine Masculine, as someone that is respected. You're respected, you're revered, or you understand that this realm cannot deny you those things as long as you have the money to back it up. If you got the money and the funds to back up your lifestyle, you can have whatever you want. Okay, so let's get some energy for you from my oracle cards. This card wants to jump out checking on you. Okay, so you're in this energy of wanting to see what's out there. Okay, I do feel like you are desiring love. Your energy is showing up in this episode especially, is that you are, I want to see what's out there. Okay, I want to see what my money can buy. I want to see what my hard work will afford me in the realm of love, right? So I do feel like there is also a need to want to escape from that responsibility a little bit. There is that energy as well of wanting to escape your reality, to really dive into the fantasy that you wishful thinking, if you will. Okay, so there is a masculine that, according to society standards of what divine is, there are some archetypes that expresses your ability to be considered the emperor, right? If we're talking about a tangible form, this will represent how much money you have in your bank account, how much freedom you have to move about the country. Do you have enough to give to other people, or are you struggling to maintain yourself? So I am picking up, you're someone, Divine Masculine, where you feel like you have all of that sorted out. And for those of you that are single, you are in that space where, I could be a little generous. I want to go and maybe go to the strip club, or I want to go and escort myself to the nearest bar. You saw how I put that? I'm feeling quite lonely. So Divine Masculine, your energy is showing up as someone that's feeling quite lonely. So let's get your energy. Let's pick up on some energy. Divine Masculine's energy. 3 cards, please, Spirit. Lucky card number 1. We have cheating. So I'm not going to sugarcoat with you, Divine Masculine. You are someone that you are in a relationship with someone, dreaming about being with someone else, fantasizing about being with someone else. For those of you that are in a situationship, a relationship, definitely wishful thinking, right? Are you willing to cheat? Are you willing to lie? Are you willing to accumulate karma in order to satisfy an itch and have with what you want. Three of Cups. So that Three of Cups of wanting to celebrate. Get out there, really get away from the image you've created for yourself, Divine Masculine. All right. There is something about child support and responsibility. Okay. So there is, again, that tangible realm of, yes, I can go out there and explore my options. Yes, there are multiple possibilities. Yes, in a perfect world, I would be with somebody. But it ain't so perfect if someone is capable of financially taking all of your resources and your money. So you are being very logical, just like divine masculine energy. Making smart choices, that is, logical choices. And when the right time is, I feel like you're tired of the selections that are out here. For those of you that are single, I feel like you are tired of superficial relationships where all they want is gifts. All they want is, what can you do for me? What, wanting to be taken care of, like daddy vibes. Okay. That's the energy that I'm picking up on here. Even if you're not in a third party situation, you understand that if you go out there and you satisfy this itch or need to escape, right, and avoid the everyday disciplines that's required to maintain this position of divinity, right? Seeking God here. You're asking yourself right now in this energy, when you're guided to this reading, as a single divine masculine, I feel like your conversation to yourself is it worth accidentally getting someone pregnant? Is it worth getting a new relationship, even if it's not pregnancy? Okay. Is it worth restarting something and it end the same way? You know what I mean? Is it worth starting a renewal or a reconciliation and it ends the same way it started? What would it be like next winter? Right? For those of you that are, getting to know someone, dating, or anything like that, I do sense that your concern when dealing with the divine feminine is this is another mouth to feed. Okay. That person becomes your responsibility. That's how you perceive things, and no one can take that from you. So however that does, you are raising a red flag where you're acknowledging that you wouldn't be able to really give to them frequently. Like, you wouldn't be able to maintain a level of consistency in a relationship. You wouldn't be able to really show up for them every single day the way they would need you to in order to really foster a healthy relationship. So even though divine feminine may not be a gold digger, divine feminine may have all the qualities and attributes that you would want to give to someone that you love. There are multiple reasons why you haven't given to this connection or allowed yourself to emotionally give to it. Because I do feel like, to a degree, you do show your support, whether it's through liking, whether it's through charity, right? Whether it's through checking up on divine feminine and just paying your homage or your respect for how much they've grown. I do feel like somewhere in the middle of it, you can praise them all right? Somewhere in the middle, your connection with divine feminine makes you feel closer to God, okay? It makes you feel like you can do anything. It makes you feel like it's the give and take that you've been waiting for. However, being able to support the children that you possibly could acquire with this person is a concern for you. If you would be able to not repeat the karma of your father's sins is also a concern from you. For you, would you really, with your work schedule, would you really be able to be there for divine feminine the way she or he is for you every day, right? So you're looking at everything from a total perspective. And even in that sense, you feel like that's cheating divine feminine out of what they truly deserve, because you're not really in that energy of putting aside your desire or your love relationship that you have with the material realm. Okay, going after your dreams, your ambitions, succeeding in abundance, right? Receiving the rewards systems that you are currently receiving, whether it be from a plethora of people. So your energy is really like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, because you feel like it's more honorable for those of you that are single to let divine feminine go about their life and not disrupt their peace. But on some level, energetically, you're still seeking that energy back, calling that energy back towards you. Right? Because all the options that you see out there, they're not quite cutting it here. Okay? So this is really telling me that in all around the world that you've been, you found that there is a common denominator here. There's a common, you ain't gonna find no better. Okay? For those of you that are involved or you're in a relationship with your divine feminine, I do feel like there is the occasional pull. Like, I want to be able to bring something to the table. I want to be able to support and not just have divine feminine doing it, even though, maybe you're more available at home and you're not really out there in the streets, right? But every now and then I do feel like you ask yourself, are you cheating yourself? Right? Is this the easier way out for you? Have you tried all avenues? Or is divine feminine becoming a comfort for you? So all of these masculine energies are coming forth, and they all have something to say, and they all have truths to tell based off of their reality and the life story that they're experiencing right now. There's a lot out there. They're like, come on, there's a lot out there. There's a lot on television. There are shiny objects. Okay. And when they're lonely or they're missing you, these are some of the things that come up. I do feel like there is a high sex drive here. There is something driving energy here. And for those that are in a relationship, I do see that they are trying to, that divine masculine, you are trying to tame that energy or that desire to like step out. You're trying to tame that desire to go out there and just fall for anything. So you are reminding yourself very intentionally, no, this is where I want to be. This is who I want to be with. And this is where I'm growing. And we may be going through a rough patch now, but it's way better than settling for someone that doesn't truly love you. So, like real G shit facts. That's what I see here. So now that we got your energy, divine masculine, let's hold that thought. Okay, let's jump over here to divine feminine, because my divine feminine, I feel like you want memories. Divine feminine, I'm picking up your energy as someone that wants memories, right? You want to create heartfelt memories, right? The reason why you're doing things is not based off of merit, reward, gratification. You're doing it to create lifelong memories that mean something to you, right? The reason why you return to your roots, the reason why you work on your inner child, the reason why you have done all this work on yourself is so you can continue having, so you can have a better childhood for your children, so you can have a better life for yourself, other than the ones that that your past influences may have offered you. So you want to play as well, right? You want to be able to be creative. You want to be able to express your youth. You want to be in that childlike energy. And I feel like you do have a lot of gifts that you want to share with Divine Masculine. There is some apprehension, Divine Feminine, that I'm picking up from you, where you're still trying to learn, okay? You're still trying to learn the language of Divine Masculine. For those of you that are in no contact with your Divine Masculine, I feel like the hardest thing for you is wanting that, romance. Look at that. As soon as I said Divine Feminine, wanting that romance, wanting that love, right? Being left with the memories, but you can't have it again, or not knowing when you'll have it again. So there is an overload here. I hear a teapot. So you're like a teapot ready to boil over. You could be very stressed with the responsibilities, have a lot of weight and duty on your shoulders. I am picking up, when you think about how much time you've lost, that may bring up some rooted concerns for you. I need to drink some water, Divine Feminine, Lord, because I really don't pick up this energy where you have anything nice to say, Divine Feminine. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like you wish things had gone differently. You wish things that this person had saw your worth or your value when they had the opportunity to explore the world with you. They went everywhere else but gave you the love. So there is this energy of this person triggering something from your childhood, okay? And I feel like what's being triggered from your childhood is the struggle, the uphill struggle, taken for granted, your childhood of being taken for granted, your past relations of being taken for granted, the delays, taking on too much. The delays is all I keep hearing. There's so many delays. There's so many delays. When is it ever enough? When is it ever over? And why can't you have these memories? Why can't you be with your person? All right, your Divine Masculine. It's a burnout. I feel like these restrictions have created a burnout, and it's only left memories of, repetitive situations. And I don't really feel like you, Divine Feminine, have a lot of examples from your childhood that you can pull from that really would have taught you how to deal with these types of problems, or how to work within your Divine Feminine energy to process these emotions, right? Or these memories. All you have is the memories, really, Divine Feminine, of a lot of struggle. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. Taken for granted, a lot of struggle, taking on too much, and not feeling appreciated or valued for all that you encompass and all that you do. You don't want to have to worry about third-party people, or feeling like someone is fantasizing about another person. So you're even looking at your connection with Divine Masculine, for those that are in no contact, and you're looking at their life situations, and you're asking yourself, like, there is a level of comparison. What makes that person so different? What makes that person so, that person that they're with, what keeps them stuck to there if they're not happy? What keeps them stuck? What keeps Divine Masculine stuck from being able to move forward if they're not happy there? If you're not happy, just do something about it. But there's a level of duty and responsibility there. We heard that. Divine Feminine, I'm really trying to see your energy. Divine Feminine doesn't want to have to consider the tangible things. To you, they don't matter. It's not a language that you speak. The language that you speak is childlike. It's playful, youthful, it's innocence, it's creativity, it's kindness, it's goodwill. Um, it's all you know as Divine Feminine. And it's only when things only get difficult to with that energy when it comes to the responsibilities, stresses of the world. That's when it becomes difficult. Right? The mundane things, that's when it becomes a struggle. Um, but it doesn't keep you fixated. Like, you're not fixated on it, Divine Feminine, so much the way that Divine Masculine is. Divine Feminine, I feel like all you want is love, really. If we're being honest, all you want is love. I don't care about the money. I don't care about the success. I don't care about the fame. I don't care about the... All of that can go. Love is all that really matters. That's the energy that I'm picking up with you in Divine Feminine. For those of you that are single, Divine Feminine, but you're not waiting on anyone, you're open to new love, I feel like you're running into the same type of situation where all of the options have that same type of thought process, spell, illusion over them. I'm picking up strong Pluto energy. So the furthest from the sun. So this is the furthest from your mind. Really, the furthest from you is trying to like hold space that this will work out. I feel like on some level, Divine Feminine, you hold space that this will work out, but it's a very far from, far from illumination. We're far from that. We've ventured too far out. And as the planets rotate, right, I feel like as far out as you both have gone, it almost seems like a point of no return, you know? So some of you, Divine Feminine, you have already said to yourself, I want new love. I don't want struggle love. There's more than one Divine Masculine out there. You know what I'm saying? I want a different story. I want a story never told before. So I do feel like you're trying to create that, or you're trying to cultivate that. But in order to cultivate that, I feel like Divine Feminine, there's like something keeps riding you, like the headless horseman. Okay, like won't let you go, or won't let you, they pull on you. There could be Divine Masculine pulling on you. You may feel pulled on and held back from being able to find new love, right? Yeah, the magnetism may tend to play a role here. And it says you have a natural ability to make others come after you, possessing a powerful aura that makes it difficult to stay away. So it's you, Divine Feminine. You magnetize energies towards you. Let's get Divine Feminine's energy. Yeah, we have breakup. For those of you that are in union with your Divine Masculine, I feel like a big thing for you is, when things get hard, when it becomes an uphill battle, then it's like the love dwindles away and the breakup comes in. Okay, so some of you, This is something that you're looking back on the past memories and you're saying to yourself, we have a tendency to break up when you're not able to fulfill all their wishes. Nothing seems to make divine masculine happy. Nothing seems to be enough for divine masculine. They seem to always feel like I haven't explored all my options, you know? And for some of you, you know, it may require you being single. Some of you are single parents, okay, in the public eye. Or for some of you, divine feminine, you're in the public eye, and that may be a concern from you that whatever role you play in the public eye may not, like, people may not be able to have staying power, okay? Or the divine masculines that you want may tend to go cold on you because of the attention and the fame that you get, or it starts to play on their energy where they start to look like, oh, you have more time for your dreams and ambitions, divine feminine, or you give more attention to the child, or you give more attention to the cat down the road, or you give attention to everyone else but them. But I think intuitively you can kind of pick up on the fact that their insecurity doesn't stem from you, right? It stems from them feeling emotionally unfulfilled within themselves. And there goes the emotional detached. The romance dwindles, you know? Some of you, divine feminine, you recently just broke up with someone. Or there's a breakup here. Divine masculine could have broken up with you. I was picking up on that energy of feeling like abandoned a little bit by your divine masculine. How you guys broke up or separated or went into no contact could be really affecting the energy between the two of you. That's why it's so far the furthest from your mind. The way that you guys broke up is a big factor. The way that you guys split. Sexual intercourse. Ooh. Divine timing. So communication is coming here. That's what I see here. I do feel like this is going to come from divine masculine internet. I was trying to say energy. Divine feminine, but it feels like someone is trying to like drop this facade that they have everything put together. I do feel like they have been really going through something here. Divine feminine, your energy is, it's kind of like if you want to go, you can go. Okay, this could have been a connection where it tends to not last, where it's only sexual in nature. They get what they want from you, and then they go about their business, divine feminine, and it leaves you feeling like it's only a matter of time. Okay, but they always come back. You could probably calculate this down to the clock, like what time of year this person comes. May happen a lot during retrograde. There's a lot of intercourse, but it seems to like break up. You're concerned, divine feminine, that even if you and divine masculine got together, your energy is saying we end up, it starts off real romantic. We go our separate ways, usually because they either have sex with someone else. Because we have divine masculine over here as cheating, and then we have your energy as sexual intercourse. So you may pick up on the fact that there's a third party energy around. I'm sensing something, and you don't like it. It's like stuck to someone like glue. You know what I mean? And you feel like it's only a matter of time before the truth comes out. For those of you that are in no contact, you know it's only a matter of time before, you know, being divine masculine, being alone, trying to put on the front like they don't care is is going to end soon. I'm really over here trying to understand, Divine Feminine, your energy is very blunt, okay? So you're giving me this no nonsense type of energy when it comes to your home. You will leave someone in a heartbeat if it's going to stress you out, cause you problems, create drama in your life. Like, you have a no nonsense type of energy, period. So let's get some truths. So we have everything is working out in divine favor. Clarity and truth is going to come to the forefront. No worries about that. What's said will be said, right? Look at that. As soon as I cut the deck, third party. Someone also could have an insecurity, Divine Feminine. Okay, your Divine Masculine could have an insecurity that maybe you're still in love with someone else. Okay, for some of you that are in relationships, and let's say you decided to be with your twin flame and not your Divine Masculine, there's an insecurity with the twin flame that you are still in love with this person, and there's this insecurity that keeps wreaking havoc, it's like a wheel here with the divine timing energy, like clockwork. The truth will come out even if they aren't saying it now, or there's no communication. The truth still has to be told. Okay, so let's toggle back over here to Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine, what's your truth? What are your true feelings towards Divine Feminine? No cap. What's your true feelings towards Divine Feminine? So, truthfully speaking, Divine Masculine is saying that they have inner fears, okay? They are trying to seek God and face those fears, okay? They are tempering. It's like taming a beast, okay? That's what they're saying, especially with this root chakra. What? Shackles on my feet. You own me. I say you owe me something. Owe me back like you owe. Okay, we have friends with benefits, and then we have water sign, earth sign. Okay. Interesting. So, no boundaries. No boundaries. So they're saying to you, Divine Feminine, as you face your inner fears, you recognize what is holding you back from attracting a healthy and loving relationship with others and yourself. So their true feelings towards you is they're dealing with inner fears just like you are. They're working on themselves just like you are. And it wouldn't be any justice to you to include you in something that would just create more havoc for you. So let's say, for example, they have children, Divine Masculines. Let's say for those that have children, Divine Feminine, they don't want to bring you into it because they don't feel like you should be responsible for their bills or taking care of certain things that they should be able to withstand on their own. They feel like, ooh, that's a little testy. No boundaries and friends with benefits, that if you don't have high boundaries with them, how can they view you as someone that has high boundaries or standards when it comes to other people? So however you guys met or however you guys engaged with each other, it triggered a fear for them where they were like, okay, maybe you guys, after you broke up with someone, you got back with them, right? And you guys had intercourse. Their inner fear was like, well, shit, if Divine Feminine can do that to them, what can they do to me, right? Hold on one second. All right, so I'm back. So, truth be told, Divine Feminine, I feel like Divine Masculine, those are the fears that they have. Everything that I was mentioning to you, they are acknowledging that it's them, it's not you. Okay, the truth is they are acknowledging that those are their inner fears. That is them projecting their insecurities onto you. That is them projecting their own belief systems onto you, and that's why all this seeking God energy, inner fears energy is present in this reading, and the rebirth energy that is happening. This is a normal way that this person would have traditionally responded, to certain situations. It would be either to run away, it would be either to get you back, it would be either to pull away. Whatever spite, whatever seeds that once would be the way that they responded in the past, and it didn't lead them anywhere. It didn't. Those life experiences has been teaching them, essentially, Divine Feminine, that their inner fears has been running mantic, okay, creating a lot of havoc and chaos in their lives, in more than one way. And that, so those smoke screens, or the illusion of where the source of confusion has been coming from, is being shown to them on a spiritual level, on a soul level. They do want you to know, Divine Feminine, however, that based off of the way that you love, despite what maybe this person has put you through, or despite the memories you guys have had, this person is recognizing that the more you do that thing that you do where you work on yourself, it inspires me to ask themselves those same internal dialogue questions. Why can't they keep a healthy relationship? Why are they struggling to have love in their romantic life outside of their finances and career? What is lacking within themselves? And it does come with being able to contrast, or being able to see a contrast in you, Divine Feminine, based off of the gestures that you continue to do. So they want you to know that as you continue facing that inner fear that you have of being misused, of being, taken for granted, those are inner fears that you have as well, Divine Feminine, because you have a history to pull from that confirms that reality for you. But this person, this energy, this masculine energy over here, is recognizing the more you go after the things that don't hold you back, like you don't allow your past to hold you back, you don't allow your circumstances to hold you back, your childhood to hold you back, Divine Feminine, and or the people that you've been sexually involved with to hold you back, is admirable. Because like I said, Divine Masculine energy over here is very tangible. So their relationship with their external world is physical. So everything means more to them from a physical standpoint, while everything for you, Divine Feminine, means more spiritual. So you are essentially, teaching this person that you don't have to put those constructs of society around yourself, and you don't have to participate, okay, in the narrative of how your value goes up and down or around the town based off of your past, based off of your mistakes in your life. You are entitled to let go of all that shit. Okay. However, I do feel like this Divine Masculine is saying, they weren't expecting that from you. It was the furthest from their mind. I do feel like the Divine Masculine energy here was sure that you were going to do certain things to hurt them back, tit for tat. That's the energy that I'm picking up. When you didn't, that was an act of grace, that was an act of love. So every single day they feel like, they're having that inner fear of like, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve good treatment. I don't deserve someone to do me right. I've done a lot of bad things, not just to you, but I've been around, I've done things, I've mistreated people. Why are you so good to me? And I feel like a lot of this has to do with the reflection, the mirror reflection that the divine is creating for Divine Masculine energy to witness within Divine Feminine energy. So it's It's very emotional here. One of the biggest things was no boundaries, friends with benefits. So, you know how they say sometimes comfort is like these foundations that you build certain things on, whether that be marriage, right? Whether that be a title, right? A position. Those are comforts to a full. And I feel like this divine masculine energy is saying that they're also learning about the comforts that they held on to. Like, this is someone that had like very, very conditioned way of thinking, very deep conditioned way of feeling or experiencing love, where it was like a rule book, if and then hypotheses. So this is also someone that I feel like did a lot of testing, or testing the waters, or pushing buttons to see how far you would let them go, how much you could take. And I don't think they did it knowingly. I think they did it because they genuinely believed that this is how you measure love. Okay? And that's their truth. So let's get into your energy, divine feminine. What's your truth towards divine masculine? Every time I tap into divine feminine energy, I get this I'm tired type of energy. I'm just tired. I'm tired of being the one to reach out. I'm tired of being the one to constantly see if that person's okay. It's constantly feeling like something is one way. I feel like divine feminine is like exhausting from that perspective. So what is your truth, divine feminine? What do you want to say? What are your true feelings towards divine masculine? Ooh, okay. Love language. So, overall energy here. Your truth is you want to know this person's love language. You want to speak their language. You want them to learn your language. You do want to build a future with this divine masculine. It says this one is a keeper. Your love life is ascending to the next level. So divine feminine, you feel like you have identified, you have met, you are with. Okay, it's different for each person. The person that you want to build a future with, the person that you want to share all these great memories with. Okay. And I feel like you are learning. This is that true statement where they say, masculines are from Mars, feminines are from Venus, because it feels like you guys are worlds apart, but still tangible. It's like still there, but it's like worlds apart. Okay, so you want this person to deal with their fears. You want them to deal with their addictions. You want them to deal with the things that they obsess over, their addictions, whatever their issues are. You want them to deal with it once and for all, so that you don't have to hold back or worry that the love won't be there. So with it's complicated, hot and cold, you have ice and then you have fire. That's where things get complicated. I feel like for some of you, the obsessive thinking can be a problem. The obsessing over what you don't want is a problem. Obsessing over not feeling good enough is a problem. And you want divine masculine to work on their demons. You have him and her. Yeah, so this is definitely a confirmation that for some of you, you want them to work on that relationship that they have with their mother, right? Or their mother archetype, their feminine. You feel like the way that they view you, divine feminine, stems from the divine feminine or the feminine that they grew up around or dealt with. Whatever that energy is, you're like, I don't want that energy around you. You don't want that energy tampering into your relationship. For those of you where you're dealing with someone where the third party is is more romantic and not platonic. You don't want to have to worry about that energy that they once were connected with, okay? To be able to come back around in time and disrupt what you have going on with this divine masculine. For those of you that are, are dealing with no contact situations, I feel like you are really not, you don't want the drama. That's what I feel like here. Obsession, addiction, and hurt. You don't want to have to deal with this person, stepping out. Whatever they did with their third party energy, you want to know that they dealt with it and they're not going to repeat that cycle with you. Just because they don't know what love is. They don't know where to find it. They don't know who is who. Okay? And then there's that energy of where I just cannot stop seeing it. You don't want to be that divine feminine that someone just calls on as like a energy source. You know what I'm saying? To make them feel better. And then they go off and want nothing more but that friendly relationship until they feel the sting of your absence. So a lot of divine feminine are showing up in this confession today to really say, like, we don't want the problems that divine masculines have, and we don't want to be responsible for your inconsistency to know how to handle your demons, or your inconsistency, divine masculine, to know how to temper yourself. You need a relationship with God. And I am seeing that divine masculine is working diligently to address their issues that they have, or their fears that they have around money, responsibility, authority, power, employment, and what that looks like for them. There's also the insecurities around them feeling inadequate or not enough if they can't attract something that they're accustomed to attracting based off of some of it's their genetics, some of it's their conditioning, some of it's their upbringing. So there is that, the illusion, right? Dressing it up real pretty, but there's a big gaping hole in the back of it. So let's get the tarot and see, what does divine masculine want to say to divine feminine at this time? If they could say anything at all, what would they say to divine feminine? Divine masculine, missing you. So they want to know that they're missing your love, they're missing your touch. Okay, for some of you, they're missing their family, okay, or that connection they could have with their family. For others of you, they wish they had a family with you. They wish they had saw what they could have seen when they had it. I'm also hearing this, for those of you that are in a relationship or you're in union, I do feel like this person is really dedicated to not sabotaging what you guys are trying to create. That is a self-sabotaging behavior. Destructive behavior is a thing. But nonetheless, this person is always going to want you, is what they're saying. They're always going to want you. That's never a question for them. Divine feminine, let's get your message. What is your love message to divine masculine? We have pillow talk. So it is safe for you to fall. I feel like if you guys do, talk on the phone, or you talk at night, those things do help. I feel like you miss this as well. You miss your partner. You miss being able to have those type of deep conversations. It's something that you don't want to go without as well. You know what I'm saying? I also get this energy here where this divine masculine as well, for someone, they may not want to be friend zoned. You know what I'm saying? In that way. I did pick up that energy very subtly. That person's very quiet. They're not really like too loud, but I am picking up on it. I am seeing here where there are some of you divine feminine that may be not in contact with your person. And you are saying to this person, like, that's pillow talk. Like, it sounds good from the bed. You probably laying your head on the pillow right now as you're listening to it. But there's no action, okay? It is safe for you to fall, let go of control issues. You see how, like, this energy here, I get this energy, divine feminine, like you're really hard. You're really hard on repeating. You're hard on yourself about repeating old cycles. Like you're very hard on yourself about remembering, not allowing the same experience to repeat itself. And it's just like, I can't, you know? And I feel that energy really, really strong on divine feminine on your side, okay? There's a real fear of not repeating the same mistake over and over again, where you're like, something has to change. We can't just keep having the conversations telepathically. Something has to manifest physically. All right. This is so crazy is because, like, again, 6 of Cups and 6 of Cups. This person also wishes that they could go back to a time when you guys didn't do so much damage to this connection. I'm also picking up this energy where they wish they could go back to a time before they got married, or before you got married, or before the both of you got married. They wish they had did things their way. I am picking up that energy from one person. There is another energy coming through, very strong. With this missing, a lot of you are in no contact. I feel like there's also a divine masculine energy where it's like they keep reminding themselves of how fears messed things up for them in the past, and they work really hard to fight a good fight and not allow your fears to repeat itself. Like, they really do not want you to be anxious or worried that they're going to do something all over again. That is a worry for them. You guys are kind of mirroring each other with the fears. Memories are playing a deep role here. 5 of Wands. This person as well, they're saying they've done that before. They don't want to have to compete for your love, divine feminine. 5 of Pentacles, and then it kind of like obliterates everything. I'm also picking up divine masculine energy where it's like they recognize that you're important to them. Okay, it could be past life energy showing up here. A lot of nostalgia, a lot of memories. But like they miss you, but it's like they feel like they're fighting to not be, poor or not to go without. They feel like they're fighting for things that are greater as a testament for their love for you. Okay, this is like someone saying, would you want me to sit and listen to all of your problems, or you want me to get up and do something about it? So there is that energy of fighting for you through a testament of some type of financial upgrade in their life. Could be the fame and the success, and that being an important thing for them as a testament of their love. I am seeing that. There's a lot of people here. This person also feels like it's always a struggle to try to get things to come together between the two of you. And they don't want that to be the way that this plays out this time, is what I'm hearing. Okay. So I feel like Divine Feminine, your message to this person is pretty much, I can't. Oh, I don't know why I feel like you're telling this person to read something, or either you're telling them don't read something or read something. Divine Feminine, I feel like you're trying to get over something that you saw. There's abandonment here. You're trying to get over something that you saw. There is the sense of apathy. Okay. This could have been something that with the Page of Swords, you could have read into this, picked up some type of cue, made you worried. I do feel like you're trying to get over that and look on the bright side, trusting your intuition. But with the Seven of Cups, it does create some type of inner fear of not being sure on where this can go. Okay. I also get this energy for those of you that are in no contact with your divine masculine. Like, you're tired of hearing about this person wanting to reach out and not doing anything. Like, you're getting over that. It's getting old. It's getting stale. I don't know why this person feels like they're going to war. What are they going to war for? What are they going to war for with the Five of Wands? Yeah, okay. So with the Two of Swords, it's like they don't want you to know. They don't want to worry you about it. They could have done something and they don't want you to worry about it. Two of Swords. Queen of Swords. Three of Swords. Something would break your heart. That's how I feel. This person is saying they miss you, but something would break your heart. Okay. They're also saying that they don't want to bring a certain side of you out where you guys start fighting and it becomes ugly or something like that. Something triggers, some type of combated energy here. And then by default, you guys go your separate ways. Ghosted energy. You stop talking, you stop dealing with each other. There's also this energy of, withholding communication, not talking about these fears, not talking about how you feel, and just reacting creates a wedge as well. This person they have a thing where they don't want, it's almost like a little possessive, okay? Where they just have this hard attachment to the tangible world where it's like they miss you, but they just have a hard time accepting you or letting you. They don't want no one else having you. That's that energy that I'm picking up on. They feel like you belong to them. They don't want anyone else having you. A little possessive, okay? And I feel like that's a learned way of love that they've been taught this. Okay? They've been taught that love is to be possessive and you fighting for your territory. It goes back to that imperial time of masculine energy as an archetype. Being able to make sure no one else can take what you have. It's like that fear that someone else could potentially take you from them is something that they're trying to work really hard to change because it did a lot more damage than it did good. But at the same time, for those of you in no contact, them not being able to offer you anything, it only left you feeling cold, divine feminine, towards them, where you either block them, don't deal with them, all that other great jazz. A lot of immature energy here. So I do see a level of territorial energy here as well. When you pick up on things, divine feminine, I feel like when you pick up on things intuitively, or you have suspicions about something, whether suspicions of someone's phone, suspicions of someone's behavior, they're acting different, that is a trigger for you. It triggers some type of fear, divine feminine, where you start to feel like whatever foundation you're building on, it's like you go to 4. Okay, they could maybe they leave you to wonder. Something about leaving you to wonder. You want this person, you want to tell this person that they leave you to wonder and draw your own conclusions because they do not communicate and let you know what they're going through. They deal with it on their own. And then they apologize for their absence, but by then a lot of damage has been done. And with the Knight of Wands, this is saying things can get real reckless at that point. But had you guys talked it through, y'all could have dealt with the loss differently, is what I felt. There's this awkward space between the 6 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. 4 of Cups, excuse me. So there's this grief here. Fear of losing each other is also keeping you guys together. Fear of losing each other. Whew. The tension. Okay, so let's get into Spirit. What message do you have for my divine masculine? Okay, Spirit. What message do you have for my divine masculine during this time? Let's use these tarot cards, y'all. Spirit, what message do you have for my divine masculine? What message do you have for divine masculine during this time, Spirit? Thank you for holding space of love and peace and healing for these energies. What message do you have for divine masculine? So, so Spirit's message to you, divine masculine, is you're going to have to go ahead and let the constructs of the belief systems that you grew up in that help shape and mold the way in which you perform and show up in your relationships, and you show up in your everyday life, how you perform at work, how you perform in your love life. All of these different areas is depicting an imbalance in you as the source, right? You as the Ace of Cups, filling your cup up. Okay. This is really like saying the Hierophant that's your focus. Like those traditions, those belief systems, those conditions, what was taught to you is higher than the spiritual relationship that wants to pour into you, wants to cleanse you, wants to water, nurture you. With this, like, I just feel like something that you may have, maybe it was a hot and cold relationship, but you never thought it would come together, or you never thought you would find something this good, right? But your high priestess is saying your spiritual connection is what manifested this. Really, your ability to seek God and to work on your inner child and do different things that you've done, yeah, it's brought you to a certain point. But with a tower here, you're gonna have to let go of your former ways. That's what I'm hearing. Like your former traditions that shaped and molded you to this point. It's like almost like a maturing process. I said I saw a lot of page energy, a growing up process. Really letting go of childhood memories, letting go of past influences that have really shaped and helped mold who you are today, divine masculine. And to really allow this love to pour into you, go into those emotional spaces that you may not want to really venture into. That is kind of where you're going to be given, like, where things will pick up, all right? Because with the Ace of Wands, this is saying, like, this is you going within to really figure out, like, damn, I have to let that go. I have to let this go. Some of you have had to really give up sex, okay? Divine masculine, to really tap into your higher self. Nine of Wands, it may be very hard. It could be very difficult to resist this as well. Sometimes when you aren't seeing something but you want it so bad, it could be affecting you far more than you realize. Like, you guys could be affecting each other from a tangible standpoint. You may not see it as that, but like every time divine masculine, they're saying like you have to really understand what you're tapping into from the spiritual realm, even when it comes to intercourse, right? Communication, or even the energy that you pull on when you want to be possessive over someone that you may not even be communicating with. You know what I'm saying? You may have juggled that person yourself, but you become possessive over them and you don't want anyone else to have them, and you're pulling on a very low vibrational energy but wanting to maintain a position of divinity. It is the belief system from the Hierophant that was taught to you traditionally. But before the Hierophant, it was the Emperor. So you never needed that type of government to rule you in that way. So when you let that down, you will become more spiritually inclined to understand the necessity of your feelings and making time for your emotions and how it connects you to source rather than disconnects and distracts you from that relationship being a priority within your life. All right, so let's go over here to Divine Feminine. Spirit, what message during this episode do you have for my Divine Feminine? What guidance, what message of guidance do you have for my Divine Feminine? It's so crazy because I feel like, now I wonder why it feels so heavy. So Divine Feminine, Spirit wants you to understand that when you are absorbing Divine Feminine energy, is it creates, right? So when you are grieving the loss of your time, your money, the loss of a lot of things, your childhood, your home, your material value, whatever those fears are, when you're waddling over with spilt milk to the Three of Cups, this person cheated, this happened, this didn't happen, your vibration gets even lower than Divine Masculine, because all you can create is more toxicity, right? It gets projected from within you and out into the universe, and you will respond triggered. Four of Wands. This is that energy where you'll have so much going on emotionally, but because it's too hard to look at what you have right in front of you, and you're looking at what you've had to lose in order to get here, that state of reality is like running havoc with the devil and the magician. It's almost like this impeding doom of like, I'm doomed to repeat the same thing because of the experiences. It does like an adverse effect where you're like, I don't want to have to experience this shit, or I don't want to have to repeat this or do that. But you could kind of see it happening, and I feel like you could kind of see it happening, not so much as it gonna happen, but because you are also manifesting it. When you get triggered or you feel low, overworked, overburdened, you start to be like, it restricts the flow of creation. It restricts the flow of divine feminine energy. And all it does is attract reckless behavior. Out of feeling over something, you become reckless. And I feel like spiritually, spirit is tempering you like, hold on, divine feminine, okay? Two wrongs never made a right. Two wrongs never made it right. Both of you can't sit in this energy of regret, remorse, resentment. It needs to be fixed. We got to clean this mess up. Because then this divine masculine is going to become defensive. And then you're going to you start accumulating tally marks, okay? I'm just seeing like this doesn't remind you of like tally marks, keeping score of the amount of time someone has to apologize, or keeping score of something. And it's really become like this invisible, unseen, devilish energy that just wants to be sure that your fears keep you apart. The devil could also be your fears. Something affects your emotional state. Could be something going on in your home, external, but I do feel like this is internal. This has a lot to do with your stability, okay? 8 of Wands, where you're going. I feel like when you have to stop and constantly think about the events of the past, it pulls you down. You feel slowed down. You feel spiritually heavy. So let's say, for example, you're in union with your divine masculine, right? If all they could think about is their level of consciousness, there's an energy where something's unequally yoked, but it's not physical, it's spiritual. Because fears become a shared experience between you and this divine masculine. Their fears become your fears become their fears, and then it becomes a wheel. Eventually that wheel manifests into reality. And thus that karmic experience starts to weave, right? So in so many words, for those that are in union, Spirit is saying, the desire to tie yourself to someone spiritually is a desire that's built off of the traditions of, religion. The desires for a title is religion. So in some areas you're manifesting from a place of loss. Like, I never got to experience this, or I never got to have a connection that validated for me that it was something that they wanted to. 8 of Wands, 8 of Wands. So I'm going to stay put until divine masculine just comes towards me. You've put your feet in the ground, but you're waddling in what you've lost. Time, money, investments, whatever it is for you. The potential relationships you never got to experience. Just work hard and work even harder. So it becomes like that taskmaster. For those of you that are not in contact, I do feel like Spirit is saying that you're going to have to build several stories underground before you can build several stories above ground. To be balanced, which means the spiritual work is going to take time. It's going to require processes, and you may have to move environments. Okay, so Spirit's message to you is very clear, Divine Feminine. Yeah, because I feel like what you have here is you are emotionally affected by this person. This person holds your heart in the palm of their hand. Okay? So, if you want to, you can work towards it. Work to process the grief, the emotional grief. There's a lot of emotions in here and a lot of wands is here. So they have major arcanas, and so do you. But Spirit is really working with Divine Feminine energy to really help get to this Devil and this Five of Cups. That is very low emotional space. But at the same time, you know, being more concerned with your own feelings. It's detaching you from your feelings, detaching you from your memories, not able to really see the beauty in them. Because there's nothing you wanting to just focus on the future and never ever talk about the past is still a trigger, is what Spirit is saying. When you're able to really process those memories, okay, from a balanced approach emotionally, I feel like you will be able to manifest leaps and bounds. And the Sun is energy here. Because I do feel like there is some self-deceptive behavior here, creating chaos amongst each other. You don't have to be like, because I feel like I don't know, I get this energy of wanting to be chased. It's like this runner chaser, hot and cold, wanting to be pursued, wanting to be really, it's heating up in here, okay? But it goes both ways, which is so crazy because I could kind of see where it's like a jigsaw puzzle, but it's like pieces are missing, but they all interconnect some way, somehow. The Devil and the Hierophant is a wedding vows. That's how I see it. All right. Let me see. 5, 6, 8 of Cups. Emotionally detached. When you emotionally detach, Divine Feminine, that is your beacon that you send out in the universe, where you are saying that this, you know, the devil is out and you done fucked up, okay? Okay, with this Emperor energy. The devil is out and you done fucked up. Emotionally detaching is someone's worst fear. All right, like I said, 9 of Swords, this is what this person lose sleep about. But ultimately, this is someone that's not trying to repeat where they've been either, and so are you. Bottom line, Spirit is saying, do what y'all got to do to work on y'all. This person needs to work on their beliefs around commitment and traditions and have a more spiritual relationship. You over here, you need to work with your emotions and not ignore them, because they will come back and taunt you. Closing messages for all my divine masculine and feminine. Okay, so we have Divine Masculine. Your spiritual oracle is the Orca Whale. Adventure. Dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasure. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. And then we have Raven, Shaman. You are the creator and magician. Use your gifts for good. There is power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries. So let's get your messages, Divine Feminine. So Divine Feminine, we have White Stag, Protector. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. And then we have Sea Turtle. You have 2 cards talking about Protector and Protection. You are master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. So this is going to come from you guys being your authentic selves. And I think that's what you guys are on the journey towards. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, thank you for coming in and spending time with me for Tarot Fessions. Every Wednesday at 2 p.m., we will be going deep into these conversations of the psyche of both energies and really diving into different messages each week. So I look forward to bringing forth whatever Spirit calls me to bring. If you are not subscribed to our channel over here on Tarot Fessions, you are welcome to do so. Okay, you are welcome to do so. If you came over here from any of my other channels, welcome you guys. Thank you for your love and support. Until next week, Wednesday. TT out. Bye.